Hello everyone, my people. It's Kurimeo here. Long time I've been trying to come out and do something like this. And I know you know this phrase, there's a time for everything. So the time is now, you know. I know you've read that before. So yeah, there's a time for everything. Meaning to do something like this. Even before YouTube. I was thinking way back when they had VCRs, man. I just wanted to do videos and stuff. But so yeah, as a kid I was like history and mysteries and stuff like that. And I don't know why. I just felt connection with the past and also with really knowing really things. Like I always picture myself how it would have been like being in the past, being in Egypt or being in Rome or even as an Indian or what did the slaves go through. What things like that. Always bothered me. And so I always had questions for my mom and like the weirdest questions that for her it was probably really hard to answer. I was like so. I used to ask her, like, cause she was really religious, Catholic growing up, had me in church, always praying, rosary, and all that stuff. I liked it because it made me a very spiritual person. But you know, at the time I didn't. Well, probably, like any kid, I just wanted to be outside playing and stuff. But I did have questions. I did like kind of like try to combat what I was learning in church and everything. Always, where did the Indians come from? I ask her. Where did the dinosaurs come from? You know, where do they fit in the Bible? I don't know. Where are they? I used to ask her things like that. I still remember. I'm an innocent kid, right? So I'm silly right now when I think about it, but it was a legit question when I asked it. I asked my mom. I was like, where do black people come from? Where did they come from? All of a sudden, you know. You gotta understand, man. I'm a little kid. I'm interested in the past. I really want to know things, and I'm just confused with what I'm seeing, man. I'm learning in history class. I'm seeing on TV. I'm seeing white Moses. I'm seeing white Cleopatra, white Jesus, white Santa Claus, white Abraham. Everybody was white. Ben Hur was white. Everybody's white. So God is white. They paint them white. I'm like, everything's white. So, thankfully over the years, the ignorance went away. I was guided, most of my life, connected with the source, creator, the one mind. He put me in the right places, put me with the right people, so I was able to discern. Wisdom means discerning, to read between the lines and just experience it. I had to feel it. I couldn't just know it. You have to feel it, you have to know it. So, all these videos I'm coming out with and all these things I'm coming out with, it's just what I'm telling you how I feel, what I know, what I know. And because if once you follow your heart, anybody can do it. Once you connect, with that pure love, ask and you shall receive. So here we go. Ethiopia. I mean, they used to refer a black person as Ethiopian. Anybody with dark skin, because they knew that was that area right there. Ethiopia was like a region. It wasn't a people at that time. It was just it was a region, and in that region it was dark skinned people. So you'll see that in the Bible. A lot of the times they're referred to as he is like an Ethiopian. That means he's black. You know. So they tell us that you know black people was in Africa, always was in Africa, nowhere else. And until the slavery times, it was brought all over the world. That's what they teach us. And I'm sure some slavery did happen. Of course, probably, most likely. But the way they got you thinking that there couldn't be black people anywhere in the world other than Africa, that's how they're fooling you. That's how they're getting you. If we all originate from one, when we follow the mitochondria, and which the scientists did, and it led them to that one female Eve or whatever, and it was in Africa. I thought the past was definitely something else than what they were telling us. I don't know why. It was just something I felt, you know. I know why now, but You know, there's a lot that we haven't been told, and apart from just it being a little bit of a mystery, it's more of a deception. Remember that the ones who win are the ones who conquer, and they are the ones who write history. Half the story has never been told, so now you see the light. All right. So, you know, I was just taking a look at just want to show you a couple things here. You know, first of all, you know, your life is your message to the world. Make sure it's inspiring. What are you doing? Are you a follower? Are you a leader? Are you just consuming, growing old, gaining riches but losing your soul? Think about that. I want to put you onto moringa. In Spanish, I think in English it's called miracle tree, and definitely very healthy for you. You know, as you can see, they're measuring the auric value. For those of you that know, you can compare with all the other things here. So 10 times more vitamin A than carrots. This is again moringa, dry leaf. You can Google it. More iron than spinach, more protein than yogurt. 17 times the calcium of milk. Okay, so just a little. So let's get started here, man. So this is these pictures here I posted on my Facebook. So this is a Yuchi war dance from 1736 by Philip George Friedrich. He must have not had white paint that day, or red. Since they tell us that the Indians were, you know, well, the ones they show us now are like light skinned and red skinned. You know, but this definitely don't look like them, as you can see. Why would he paint it that way? Another depiction. Yeah, that definitely looks like the Indians in the reservation. Another depiction here. It says by Dutch painter Peter Schenk. Painting of the Jamasi War, the full title, translated from the Dutch, reads The Gruesome Attack of the Indians on the English, 1715. Okay? And as you can see, I mean, these guys look like they're in Africa. Where's the Indians at? These guys got shields, you know, bows and arrows. I see a little bit of bows, but they don't look like the Indians they showed me when I was growing up. And that's how the white people painted them. A Dutch person. Another depiction here from 1671 by John Ogilvy from London. And you can see again, I don't see any light-skinned Indians. These are like melanated people, black, copper-colored. Okay. You know, I'm grateful to run into King Drop. If you ever watched this video, you know, thanks, man. Put me on to the info that I was missing. I actually had this posted on my Facebook where I already knew. I just had to put all the rest together, all the evidence, like you did, man. So thanks, man. So I'm gonna show the people what you showed me. That's King Drop right here. Okay, so Webster's Dictionary, 1928. No, actually, 1828. That's right. Okay, here we go. Boom. All Alright, so what are we gonna look for? American. Alright, let's read this now. So it says American. Adjective pertaining to America. American, a noun, a native of America. Originally applied to the aboriginals of copper-colored races. Copper-colored races. Found here by the Europeans, but now applied to the descendants of Europeans born in America. So it's used now for the descendants of Europeans born in America. So not the same as the ones from before, the original, the copper-colored aboriginals. Copper-colored. It's very interesting. Here we go, Toltec Empire here. We'll get to that. Copper-colored. Alright, let's take a look at this. Copper-colored. The copper penny. Copper colored, right? There we go. There you go. Okay. There goes a copper gold dress. Alright, definitely. Copper colored. There you go. You know. Who is copper colored? You tell me, man. Alright. So, Indian Powwow, 1964. Shinnecock Indian Reservation. Yeah, I think they were from Rhode Island or Connecticut, in New England. Let me just, yep, don't look like an Indian to me. Here we go, some more black natives. Yeah, they're definitely not light skin at all. Look at the light skin dude next to them. That's black. Straight up. They're from the Shinnecock tribe as well, as you can see them. They look like a little bit like my Cape Verdean friends from Boston, bro. Seminole Indian and Bride, Miami, Florida. Alright. That looks like Tyrese right there, you know. That looks like my boy from Dorchester right there. These are familiar faces to me. I don't think they came in the slave ships. I mean, that's not what it says here. It says Seminole Indian. Look at this dude. He's bad, man. They used to roll, man. Look at them. They were G's. Chief, man. He's chilling. He's like, his G. You probably now doing the same thing in the same place. Don't even know your ancestors are from there. The Pamunkey Nation are one of 11 Virginia Indian tribes recognized by the Commonwealth of Virginia. The historical tribe was part of the Powhatan Paramountcy, a turn-of-the-century Powhatan or Powhatan family from Virginia poses for a portrait in a non-Indian dress. Getting all this info because they're probably, they're letting the world know what's up now. Because this word's spreading now. We got internet. We can't, they used to monopolize the publishing, television, education. I mean, now we can at least research on our own and find things out. And there's people that are writing and telling us what's up. Another map here. See the people. That's Massachusetts right here. Let me see this. Got them working. So, Nova Scotia native. Look at that. All right. Well, look at this. Alright, so we have a book here. Calalus, a Roman Jewish colony in America from the tribe of Charlemagne through Alfred the Great. You reading? You hearing this? Alright, so Calalus seems there is some writings, some books, some scrolls found, some legends in Europe, medieval times about a Jewish colony that was made like it was like almost like a Roman Jewish colony that was established in America around 700 AD. So it says here, Robert Hyde and I have published a study volume of the Tucson artifacts. This collection of plates, texts, and translations brings to general scholarly notice solid archaeological and literary proof of Old World influences and settlements in pre-Columbian America. Check it out. This is what they found. See these crosses right here? Called the Tucson artifacts. So they were found in a river valley outside Tucson, Arizona in the years between 1924 and 1930. All apart from the 1994 bequest to the Arizona Historical Society Museum Southern Division by Thomas Hillben Jr., where they are split between display cases in the lobby and the vault. So this says they are covered with medieval Latin and square Hebrew inscriptions that provide a record of military colony of Roman, Frankish, and British Jews who conquered the Toltec's fortress city of Roda. The Toltec fortress city of Roda. Toltecs. We now know as Tumamoc Hill, overlooking Tucson, an ancient important trading and mining site among the Hohokam Indians. Hohokam. Hohokam. Let's see what comes up. Alright. Well, this is what comes up. So we got a couple of drawings here, you know, that's not actual, I mean, that's what they're telling us. Oh, hold on, I think we found some. There we go. Definitely don't look like the ones in the picture, in the drawings right there. The ones in the drawings look Asian. Or maybe these. There. Now let's see that again. So, ho come. They look like they got dreads. They're definitely black. Look at that. I mean, I know you guys can see this, but they're dark. Even though it's black and white picture, you can tell, you know. And look at their hair, man. It's wow. I mean, I know it's not a wig, man. That's their style, man. I know the Pima Indians. Let me show you the Pima Indians. These are the Pima Indians. They were also really black, dark skinned. Look at their hair. Just look like I Wayne right here and stuff, man. Come on. Alright, so let's go back. The founders called their new realm Calalus, wasteland in Hebrew. I've heard in other writings that means the promised land, actually. I don't know why it says that here, but it lasted from 780 to 900 when it was destroyed by earthquakes, and the king returned with a large part of his followers to Mexico. At this crossroads of civilization in the 9th century West Mexico, we also detect Chinese hill script, Hindu cult objects, Mesoamerican glyphs, images of Jewish Christian temples, Celtic inscriptions, and what might be called pre-Templar symbols. Alright, so there's a lot of evidence that's been hidden away by the Smithsonian and Vatican, for example. Why? It doesn't fit with the history they told us. Who told us? The winners, the ones who conquered, invaded, set up shop, got you in a spell. So we're trying to break that, you know what I mean? Trying to help you. I'm going to try to help you break that, man. You know, look at this. Forbidden Histories of America. Right. Teotihuacan. So it says here, the Lake Copal, according to legend and many old Latin maps of the 15th and 16th centuries, there was a large lake located in the basin area of northeastern Utah. A lake left over from BC times where a vast ocean of water once covered the majority of eastern Utah and into Colorado and Wyoming. To better understand how it is possible that this lake existed from the days of the crucifixion 2,000 years ago and survived apparently until 900 to 1000 AD. So what did it say here? Let's go back. So it says, okay, so the founders of Calalus, let's remember Calalus. It lasted from 700 to 900 AD. 900 AD. So let's go back here. Okay, so surviving the lake, this huge lake, Cupola, survived apparently until 900 AD. 900 AD. 900 AD, Calalus, when it was destroyed by earthquakes, and a king returned. So it was destroyed. There was a lake there that was destroyed by earthquakes, according to this report and document and local legend there. And according to this book, Forbidden Histories of Lake Coppola lasted until 900 AD. Okay. I had suspected for years a remnant of an ancient ocean which once covered the eastern half of Utah. For some time I had played with the idea of the basin area of northeastern Utah, retaining a lake having been fed by the underground rivers that are more abundant under our Utah mountains. So there's more rivers under the mountains there than any geologist will admit it. So it lasted from, he's saying, his belief that from the days of crucifixion to about 900 AD, when another earthquake mentioned by the Roman Jewish colonies. So here we go, the earthquake. So Calalus, the city that the Jewish Roman fleet had, was destroyed in 900 AD by earthquakes. Mentioned by the Roman colonies occurred, causing the source waters to return to the underground, subsiding day by day until about 1000 AD. So it lasted about 100 years going on the water. So if you can see the map here, I guess the old maps. This is a real map drawn from the States. So you can see there was a river going up here, and it ended up in a lake. And supposedly there was seven cities there. So as you can see, Septem Sita, Marus ni Za, Septicita. Okay, so let's look for something here, man. Alright, so ancient America map. Alright, check this out. Okay. Ancient America. Okay, here goes one. Alright, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it goes up here and it ends up in a lake, you see? And there's something surrounding it, like that. I think that's either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think. So let's see. So, old map of America showing California, New Spain, Florida, and much more. This is on Pinterest, so this is the real map. Told you I ain't bullshitting. Alright, so let's go back. The old Latin maps are just too perfect of a match to this no longer hypothesis, as the shoreline is quite identifiable, existing at one level of 6,000 feet. It would seem that existence of this very strikingly similar lake, which science claims existed 33 million years ago, always telling us millions, dinosaurs millions, geology, you know, the geography of the land, millions and millions and millions of years old, and that's not, you know. There's a new film that came out actually a couple weeks back, and it was called This Genesis History, and that scientist, you take a look at it, I'm not making this up. You know, they're rewriting history right now. They're starting to rethink everything about how we viewed time and the age of the earth and animals and evolution and all that. So this lake was likely documented and kept from the rest of the world by the early Roman Jewish colonies. If you look at some of the maps done by the old Latin explorers, even in the 1700s, it is quite obvious they were lacking in this seemingly well-guarded secret of the land of Calalus. Here we go again, or Cibola. Here are some examples of this lake shown on the old Latin maps. Right, so there's another map right here showing it. Here goes another one. Right here. I guess they compared, you know, the map drawing to like how it looks on Google Earth, and it looks just like, you know, fits perfect. So it says Granda, Nova, 7 cities of Cibola, you see. Septem, Patria. So imagine, man, why not? You know, like it's Romans coming all the way over here. You know, when we read history, like, oh, the Romans had empires and they went and had colonies. We're thinking only in that side of the world. But they were over here. And if you go in deep into the story, I mean, the Romans, when they got here, those Jewish Romans, you know, who were probably, when they're saying Jewish, that's another thing, big thing. They probably mean Hebrew, and not the Jewish of today. I'm not talking about the Khazars who, you know, converted to Judaism. I'm talking about the black Israelite Hebrews, the Bible. I'm talking about Shem, the real Shem people. You know, Abraham's from Shem, you know. Abraham, you know, Moses, all that. That's Shem. Okay, so imagine they were coming over here, colonies this far, man. way before Columbus, you know. And those people already over here, so imagine, they've been here since BC times. This is AD, but they were already here since probably Exodus. The tribes, man, the lost 10 lost tribes. Whole different subject. So let me meditate on that. You know. Okay, so you can see. A 9 foot tall Anasazi man whose resting place is near Kanab, Utah. Of the Prussian court, secretary of the court of Sweden. Okay. I ain't making this shit up. That's Tucson. Okay. Let's see. Boom, boom. It's the black. It's Etruscans, the black Phoenicians, the Latins, the Romans. Mosaic of an obviously black Roman emperor, Maximinus Herculius, from the Villa Romana del Casal, Sicily, Italy, 300 AD. Okay, so there was a. Here you go. This is a. There you go. Okay, so it says over here. So it says the Hebrew inscriptions on these crosses provide a record of military colony of Roman, Frankish, British Jews, Roman Jews, who conquered the Toltec fortress city of Roda, we now know as Tumamoki or Roda. Sounds like an African. Roda, Rhode Island, Roda, city of. Okay, so we see that in 300 AD we have people like that already. So why didn't they travel to America and establish colonies and stuff? All right. artist Matthias Grunwald, executed during the years 1517 to 1523. It depicts the meeting of Saint Erasmus of Formiae and the Moor known as Saint Maurice. Okay, they were in Africa, running around naked and being wild and eating each other like they taught us. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. He's chilling, man. Talking about being gangster. This guy's an archer by. Look at this. A young archer by Govert Flink, Dutch, 1640. Holland, man, Dutch. A young soldier of the Holy Roman Empire during the 30-Year War, 1618-1648. And the war, beefing, man. Young dude, man. Straight up. Okay. Don Antonio Manuel de Funta, ridiculously identified as ambassador of the King of the Congo to the Pope. Look at this. I look like somebody from Wu-Tang, man. That's the Holy Roman Emperor Charles V. That's how he really looked. 1500 to 1558. Don't play, man. Portrait of Mary and Jesus Christ with Saint Martin of Tours and Saint Bernardine. Dark, melanin, copper colored. We got Vincenzo Scamozzi, was a Venetian architect and writer on architecture. Alright. What we got here? Louis Toureau, Duke of Saint-Simon. Alright, here we go. King James. Who is King James? I'm sure everybody knows King James. It's a little blurry. Sorry about that. Back to that. Definitely look like a brother right there. Here we go. Joan, Archduchess of Austria, Infanta of Castile and Aragon. Here we go. Another. You got nappy hair. Oh, who's that? Selassie I. Emperor. Menelik line. Alright, what's this? Okay, so what does it say here? It says, Portrait of a Moorish Woman by Paolo Veronesi, aka Paolo Cagliari, Italian, 1528-1588. Her style of dress and appearance indicates that she is probably a European woman. So this is a person that lived in Europe in the 1500s, okay? Why? Because of the way she's dressed. That's how they know that she's from there. She got her style, she got her clothes, she ain't no slave. So, you know, don't play around. Okay? So, what we got here? Let's see what we got here now. The Agrippi Sibyl by Abraham Janssens, Netherlands, 1575. Agrippina refers to Julia Agrippina, who was a Roman empress. She was a great-granddaughter of the Emperor Augustus. So her grandfather Augustus must have been black, and she's really black. Okay, so I got my son here. I'm teaching the people, you know, I'm waking them up, reminding them of the history, real history that we don't learn. So, Augustus, great niece and adopted granddaughter of the Emperor Tiberius, sister of the Emperor Caligula, niece and fourth wife of the Emperor Claudius, and mother of the Emperor Nero. Here we go. mother of Nero. She was born in what is now Cologne, Germany. It comes from the Greek word Sibylla, meaning prophetess. It is said that medieval monks reckoned 12 Sibyllis and gave to each a separate prophecy, a distinct emblem for Agrippi Sibyl. Okay, so look at her, man. That is the come on. So what are we seeing, man? We're basically the original Romans were black, man. Look at this, man. It's in history. This is a painting, 1575. They ain't gonna waste no paint and making them black. They would never paint an emperor black if they were you know how racist they are. They would never do that if it wasn't real. But that didn't exist back then because they were the nobilities. They were deep. They were the ones in power. Of course, they had to paint them. You know, and painters, man. So this is where I'm gonna leave off right here. So it's just a thing, man, so you can understand. I mean, people of color were the original tribes, you know, dark-skinned people of this world, this plane, were definitely melanated. That's how you should say it, you know. So, you know how you say king in Ethiopia? It's called Negros. You know what I mean? So, hey, a hot drink, it says here. Okay. I don't want to see that. Google don't want to tell you what it means. I definitely don't want to tell you what it means, but this is what it means. Kebra Negus. Negus means king in Ethiopian. Okay? The Negus. So, what word, the N word, you know what I mean, may have different meaning as well. So, think about that. Think about it, man. I mean, this is not even a theory anymore, man. Not to me, and not to a lot of people. And if it is still a theory to anybody, you need to wake up and you need to care, man. It's affecting you, even though you think it's not, man. You gotta realize they haven't told you anything yet. They haven't told you half this truth. They've even made it so far-fetched that they had plan B, plan C, plan D, man. If you try to look for a little bit, you still get lost because they confused everything. They separated everything. They divided everything. Divide and conquer. And you will know the truth. And the truth shall set you free. John 8:32. I didn't say it. Jesus did. It shall set you free, man. You're worried about blaspheming or being politically correct, or you feel like you're not worth anything, you got no history. You feel like there was something wrong with the earth and that we humans are bad and stuff. No, man. Truth will set you free. Liberate yourself. There's hope and you are worth it. I mean, there's history behind you, man. There's history in this planet, a real history we gotta get into. And that's what my videos are gonna be about, so tune in. You know, this is just, I'm just trying to open your eyes to it. Because I'm gonna bring you to a whole different world that you never saw before. You gotta wake up and break the spell. If we want a future for our kids, children, next generation, we need to care now. So forget what they told you, man. Open your mind, get out of the box. Open your third eye. Read between the lines, feel the frequencies, connect to the right frequency. 432, 432, alright? Kurimeo's out.